How in the hell has it taken me this long to see this movie? Phantasm. The movie with a plot that takes a big risk and is rewarded with love. Welcome to day 9 of my Scare Show 3, titled One Last Scare. Boo. Let us begin. The plot. There is something off about the morgue in town. Mike and Jody, two brothers whose parents just died, are becoming more and more detached. Mike, the younger brother, is always following Jody around. And after seeing the mortician lift one of their friends' casket into a hearse all by himself, he becomes a little suspicious. Now, after some convincing, Mike, Jody, and an ice cream salesman named Reggie must face off with this evil and find out the secrets of this morbid mortician known simply as the Tall Man. What a superb and awesome movie. I'm being dead serious. This film is a classic and for a good damn reason. Let us start off with the characters. Jody and Mike are good as brothers. Their chemistry feels real. Mike is a foul-mouthed and tough young teenager who misses his parents who recently died. He has to deal with a lot in this movie. There's one scene in particular where he and Jody realize something that involves their parents, and you can see the sadness in Mike's expression. Even Jody seems to have a harder time trying to keep his composure. Jody is the one Mike looks up to, as in most cases with older siblings. Jody does take some convincing that what is happening is legit, but by the time he does come to terms with what is going on, it is too late and shit is about to get real. Whoever thought of making a small-town ice cream salesman a major character not only in this film, but the entire franchise, was genius. Even though Reggie's business doesn't play a big part in the story, if at all, it is still refreshing to see the little guy in town accomplish something big. This movie can be very scary. In fact, some scenes have stuck with audience members since it was first released back in 1979. That is not to say this movie is scary throughout. The first, say 20 minutes are a bit different tonally than the last hour or so. It sort of felt like a B-movie with a budget too low for what they were trying to accomplish. After that 20 minutes, though, you can not only tell this film had big aspirations, but you can see them too. The gore! Whenever there's a gruesome kill, it doesn't shine away from the red stuff at all. The spheres are awesome. I love their abilities and what damages they can cause to the human body. As for the gore, we get a bloody drilling scene, and some severed fingers and stabbing. However, this film isn't built on its ability to shock you with gore, rather its ability to creep you out in an unsettling way. The musical score? It can be and should be considered iconic, if only the movie was more well-known. The main theme is creepy and beautiful. It reminded me of an Italian horror film, to be honest. This is not only an underrated movie, but an underrated franchise. I love this movie. The only gripes I have are the acting is sometimes a bit hammy, and the quality in the beginning is much different than the middle and end. And that may make the viewer turn it off before it actually gets good. Don't do that. There is a good build-up that leads into an action-packed climax. Great suspense and atmosphere. The tone of the movie is consistent as much as it can be. And it knows what it is, and doesn't change anything up. Besides the plot, my god. But the plot is explained well, and the structure of the story flows smoothly. It is a must-watch for horror fans. Overall, I give Phantasm a 4.5 out of 5. Don Coscarelli directed, wrote, edited, and did a lot of the cinematography for this movie. Props. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.